Congratulations, Stephen. Excellent performance. What were your thoughts on the match overall?
Yeah, I thought we deserved the victory. I thought our performance and with the crowd behind us, I thought we were really strong tonight, both sides of the game, in and out of possession. Thought we played with a lot of control and style, and we could have maybe got another couple of goals. You know, Scott Arfield's unlucky there when he's at the bar. Both had a couple of chances, but all in all, I think the players deserve praise. It was a strong performance.
Some strong individual performances, Stephen. I thought Joe Rebo and James Tavernier were excellent in particular.
Yeah, I thought Joe really flexed his muscles tonight. I thought he played angry in a good way and really dominated all over the pitch, especially in the first 45 minutes and at times in the second half. Naturally, I thought he tired a little bit towards the end, but that's natural with what he put into the game in the first half. I thought James grew as the game went on, and I thought his second half performance was really strong as well. So a lot of positives and a lot of praise for individuals, but I'm more interested in the collective, and I'm a lot more pleased and satisfied with our overall performance. Still little bits and bobs to pick from it. Borna had my head in my hands just after half time, but I suppose that's football.
In terms of that collective, Stephen, where does that performance rank for you in terms of the season so far?
It's certainly up there if you look at the performance over the 90 minutes. I think at times we've played really well for 45 or 60 minutes, but for some reason consistently we haven't found that level where we're churning out 90 minutes after 90. So that's the most pleasing thing for me today. I thought we stayed strong, we stayed aggressive in the right way, and I thought we managed the game towards the end really well, and the subs helped us do that as well. I thought they brought energy and quality. So it kickstarts our Europa League journey. You know, we put pressure on ourselves by not getting results in the first two games, but we've handled that tonight. Now we've got to go and try and replicate the result and the performance in a couple of weeks' time to give ourselves a better chance.
Stephen, just wanted to ask you about VAR. Is that the good and bad side of it, what we've seen tonight?
Listen, I'm in favour of VAR, and I think it'll improve as we go along. But I think tonight's evidence that they don't get everything perfectly right because they've missed the Stonewall penalty. I think anyone who loves football, if you watch that, I thought at the time it was a pen, and now I've seen it 4 or 5 times. I'm 100% convinced it was a pen. So VAR have missed one, unfortunately.
Leon won 4-3 in Prague tonight. Considering how the group's developed, does that suit Rangers at this point? Is it still too early?
Well, listen, I think if we're realistic, when this group was made, and rightly so, I think Leon got the favourites tag. They come out of pot 1. We certainly respect that. We've seen the performance they put in here at Ibrox. But you think to yourself, we're going to give it our best shot. We're still going to try and finish first, of course we are. But the way it's panned out in the first 3 games, I think they've shown that they're the strongest team in the group so far. So what we have to do next week is, in 2 weeks' time, is replicate that, try and get onto 6 points and make it a really interesting game here when Prague come into town. If we can take 6 points in a couple of weeks' time, I think it's going to be really interesting and a fantastic game in match 5.
Stephen, congratulations on a vital win for us tonight. Leon Balogun came off with 20 minutes to go. Is there an update on him yet?
There's an update, but without obviously having an MRI scan or him being assessed once everything's calm. He's felt something in there. We're hoping we've got to it before there's an issue in terms of a tweak or any muscle damage. We're hoping it's a little bit of tightness. I'll probably know in the next 24 hours, but I'll certainly be praying tonight.
There's been a lot of talk, recently about Alfredo Morelos and his 100th goal remains elusive, but a better performance from him tonight?
Well, I think it'll come. All strikers at these landmarks, 50, 100, 150, even more, the top strikers. I think when you're one out, you maybe play a little bit tense, play with a little bit of anxiety around the goal. I think you've seen that in the last couple of games. He just needs to relax and believe in himself, keep getting in the right places, and I'm sure he'll smash 100 and smash 150. They'll keep coming because he's a top player. His all-round game tonight was okay, a little bit loose at times, but he's certainly done a decent job for the team.
Returning to the substitutes, Stephen, how pleased were you to see them come on, and they could win an extra couple of goals after they come on?
They could, and that's what you want. At this level, you've got to give so much to the first 45 and the first 60, for sure. It's natural that 1 or 2, especially the amount of football they've played on the back of an international break, that a few energy levels are going to dip. But I think the subs come on with no ego tonight. They didn't feel sorry for themselves and they come and brought a lot to the team. Scotty was very unlucky not to go and kill the game. But we were aggressive, we were on the front foot and they played with quality. Scott Wright brought energy as well. And that's what will make us successful in the long run, is the group, not the team. We're bigger than 11 us, we need to be.
Sorry, Leon's injury, where is it?
Yeah, it's felt something in his hamstring. That's what he come off with, yeah. But he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure whether he's felt something or it was a bit of a tightness. We'll work that out in the next 24 hours, but hopefully he'll pull through because he's important for us. And I thought his performance was top tonight as well.
Adam. Stephen, another big goal for Kamar Roof. He just seems to pop up in those situations and get the win. How vital is that when you've said yourself that you want to get more goals into the team, having a player like that?
Look, Kamar comes off the bench at the weekend. We obviously had to put him on the bench because of his journey and the travel and the jet lag, but he nearly comes on and wins us the game. He always gets chances, he's in the right place, he's got a lot of experience, he's in the prime years of his career now, but I'm sure he'll agree with me, they're the nice ones from the forward. Normally he'd have to work an awful lot harder to get off the mark. Buff's unlucky with the header, maybe he should have scored and took the 100. But Kamar will get a lot of goals like that for us because we create chances around the goal frame a lot.
Stephen, I'm just going to pick up what you said tonight, kickstarts the Europa League journey this year. You've been so good in Europe, it's kind of in the benchmark of your time here, performances. Because you'd started poorly this year, did you sort of stress that to the players tonight? Look, you need to deliver tonight.
Listen, we put that pressure on ourselves, Mark. I think if you don't get no points in the first 2 games, you've got 4 left and you need to try and get minimum around the 9-10 mark for sure. So it was a must-win tonight. We accepted that in the pre-match build-up. A lot of questions get asked about me players under pressure in front of crowds. I thought they delivered a perfect performance tonight and answered a lot of critics from the outside. So, good result, but still tons of work to do. Big results to get, and we have to, as I say, replicate that in 2 weeks' time. Because if we can get 6 points, it'll be interesting.
Final question?
Yeah, Danish angle. What do you make of this Brondby team? Can they challenge you at Brondby Stadium?
100%. They can challenge us. They'll have 28,000 people behind them, so it'll be a different environment. There'll be more heat. We'll have to play with experience away in 2 weeks' time. I think you see tonight, yes, we've dominated the game, but they've still created a couple of chances within that. So we'll go there with respect, but we certainly won't fear them. We'll go and give it our best shot and try and take maximum points again.